Hi, welcome to Schulte Sweetie's Homeschool YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 12, 9, and 6. So this is a collaboration hosted by Daisy at Journey in the Home, and I will link her channel down below as well as the playlist. And this is all about summer plans. Now, I will admit, for the while, I was just so focused on next year that I was like, I have no clue what we're doing this summer. And it got me thinking a lot this last week or two as I have put out all our curriculum picks for next year, that there are things that I want to work on a little bit this summer, but I know that we will be busy too. So we are not going to do a ton of school, honestly. We will probably be finished with our actual school year in May, and I think I will probably have them do a couple things here and there through June. But once July hits, we are super busy. So in July, all 3 of my daughters will be in a play in our community. And so it's pretty much like an intensive week, and they have 2 performances. So they are all excited for that. And that is pretty much like, nothing's going to happen that week because they are exhausted and everything else. So that is one of the weeks in July. And then toward the end of July, we are taking a big road trip out to Yellowstone. We are camping along the way, going to Rocky Mountain National Park. We're going to Grand Tetons, Arches. So lots of different places, and it's going to be a long trip, almost 3 weeks worth of travel time in there. I am not going to make them do book work. First of all, we are going to be limited on what we bring. And then also, I just want them to enjoy, explore, and those things, and just have a great time. So we're gonna not do school then, and then I plan to just start back shortly after we return home in August. So that is going to be our summer for the most part. But here are a few things that we will work on shortly, like as things are finishing up, and I'm going to continue to work on with my girls. So for my oldest, we'll start with her. She actually landed a pretty big role in a community play here, and she was hoping for this role, but I don't know if she thought it was a reality that she would get it, but she got it. And so that play is actually around her 13th birthday that weekend in June, and so she is so excited. But leading up to that, so like she's gonna have practices a couple times a week leading up to like about June, and June is gonna be packed full of different rehearsals and things. She's gonna have them 5 or 6 days a week, practically almost every night and Saturday. So she's gonna be exhausted. Honestly, I might see if like there's a day here or there in June that she could do her like Denison algebra, the pre-algebra, or some language arts, maybe fix-it grammar or something like that, something small. But I am really not going to push it with her, especially because I know she is going to be exhausted. She is so excited, and we are so proud and excited for her. So I want to set her up for success and not like drag her down when I know that her immune system and everything else is probably going to be pretty low during that time, since she's going to be going like crazy for that. So we are really excited for that show. My middle, I have a couple different things for her. She is almost done with her Apologia math. We'll finish it before the end of this school year. So actually I showed her this the other day and she already had to start it. So I told her she can't work on it anymore until after her Apologia math is done. But this is Kitten Math. This is by Kelly Pearson, and this is Artful Math, and I will link the website down below. I purchased this, it was a while ago, and I just remembered that I had it. I have a chocolate one as well, and I'll show you in just a second another thing that I just purchased. It's really low cost, and they're so cute. So this is Kitten Math, and basically, so on the first day, what she did was there's like a scenario that they are going to foster 4 kittens, and she got to choose her little kittens that she wants to use. And so it's like real life application, and especially for my daughter who loves animals, and this is like just her, she was already loving it. So it's so fun because there's like, I'm just showing you a few pages. There's some different math. Here's like there's games throughout. There's like going shopping, kitten shopping. So you're going to have to look at like prices for some of these things, these items on here. Let's see. There's like fractions in here. It's a lot of different kinds of math that like, oh, this is like how you apply it to real life and stuff. There's some mixing of the kitten formula, and we have on this page ratio puzzles. So there's all sorts of different math items in this. So she is so excited for this, and she was already loving it. So I would definitely recommend checking out. There's not too much on her website. There's a few different things. So another thing that I got from the Artful Math is multiplication facts. This is the only one that I've printed out right now. It's 2 and 4, but they have, I think it's all the way through 12 that you can get in the bundle. And right now there's a little discount code on her website at the top banner. It had like a discount code if you got the bundle. So it was like $14 for this, and you can do, and this is like 40 pages just for 2s and 4s. So I think this will be a great way to help her work on her multiplication, because that is really my goal this summer especially, is to really help her and my youngest get like some of those math facts really good. So we also have like times tables, which we'll probably be working through. And I also have these math facts that stick. This is multiplication, and I have a division. I also have the addition and subtraction ones in my house somewhere that I need to find for my youngest. So that is what she will be working on for math. And then a couple other extra things, like I'm going to take a break. Well, she will be finished with All About Reading here pretty soon. We're going to take a break from some of those other curriculum. I also have like PDFs of some of the Grammar Galaxy curriculum on some of the levels. So I am thinking, I don't know. I know my oldest used it for about a year, and it wasn't her favorite thing, but I'm kind of wondering if my younger 2 would like it, because they are definitely completely different kids. So I just want to like test it out. So I printed out some pages to kind of go through. I kind of feel like my younger 2 will like it, but I need to check it and see if that is something that we wanted to add in, and maybe work on it even in the summer. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So this is just like the worksheet section of Grammar Galaxy, just a few weeks worth. And I have the rest on my computer, but I can print things out if I need to. And then a couple other things that we have that she might work on this summer is these fun schooling journals. This is the horse dreams. And then I printed out a reptiles one recently, reptiles and amphibians. So I'm going to have her just do some of those fun things. And I know she will absolutely be doing crafting and all sorts of things this summer, because that is her thing. She loves crafting, diamond painting, perler beads, anything that makes a mess, pretty much. And then for my youngest, so she is one, like, she probably won't finish her math curriculum from Apologia this semester, but I think I might take a break from it. She's doing level 1, and she's going to be in 1st grade. If you don't know our story, we actually had her do kindergarten twice because we are in a public virtual school, and she has a really late summer birthday, and so I didn't want her to keep going like really early into all the grade levels, and I wouldn't say she's behind, but I just didn't want her to be struggling. And so we opted to do 2 years of kindergarten with our public virtual school, because also she really needed some speech therapy, and so we were able to get her in. That was the biggest reason why we had her join early, and then just go ahead and repeat it. So a couple things that she is going to be doing. If you know about our story, we have been doing all about reading, and I really felt like she was really struggling still with sounds. And so I've been doing all sorts of things with her. I've printed off some different pages from The Good and the Beautiful, Level K, so she's been working on some of those. We have purchased foundations, Logic of English Foundations, Level A, and honestly, we probably will continue this. It doesn't take that long in the day to do this, like it's just a few minutes. So we will probably continue this. And I just got this, like, I'm really trying to focus hard on phonics. If you have seen, I will link it up above. I have recently got a box of goodies from the Critical Thinking Company. And after going through some of their stuff, it got me wondering, I wonder if I could look and see if they have any phonics. They did not have a ton of phonics items, but they did have this Fun Time Phonics. And so I was going back and forth with getting something like this or some Evan Moore books. And as I was looking at the Evan Moore books, she was kind of in between level K books and level 1 books, like first grade books. I didn't feel like she really fit in either place. And I don't know, from the samples that I saw. But when I was looking at this, I really loved the look of this and how it goes through so many different things. So I will just kind of show you. There's a lot of beginning sounds in here. So I'll just kind of go through what this is like. This is the table of contents. So there's phonemic awareness, and you have beginning and ending sounds, rhyming, putting sounds together, short vowel sounds. You have alphabetics, you have short vowel letters, consonants, and co-articulation. And then you're getting into beginning to read toward the end. So this is really thick, and it looks like a lot of these will actually be pointing to it and not necessarily writing. If I know my daughter, she will probably still write in it, but a lot of it is just like pointing at this. This reminds me a lot of like their beginning math curriculum that they have, where it's not as much like writing, but more pointing and learning from that way. So I think this is going to be a great thing, especially working through this summer. And obviously we probably won't get through it. We'll probably work on it more next year, but I don't think it'll take us that long each day to do a couple pages in here. Along with that, I also mentioned, you know, I have Grammar Galaxy, a few different levels. So I'm going to try Grammar Galaxy with her. I just put it in this folder. And a couple other things. Oh, math facts. I am really, like I said, she's not going to finish Apologia in math probably, but I'm not going to probably work on it much this summer, but I want to work on math facts. So I probably do the Kate Snow addition facts and subtraction facts that stick. We have lots of flashcards that we can use and stuff, so I'll work on those. She also has been loving this First Fun Schooling Journal here. This is like a ballerina and princess one. She loves that. I also found this in my closet and I was like, this might be a good thing for her. Like I mentioned, she does have some speech services that she needs. And it's probably still just fine for her age, but I noticed that she still struggles a lot with like backwards numbers sometimes and B's and D's and stuff. So she doesn't write most letters backwards, but it's just numbers mainly. But I got this years ago for my oldest, just thought, oh, it's fun, you know, and she did not like this. So I think that this might be something that my youngest might enjoy doing, and it might be helpful to her to do the brain food. This is Dyslexia Games. This is from the Thinking Tree Fun Schooling journals and stuff. So we will go through that a little bit as well. So there's some examples of some of the pages, just kind of working through these activities. I realized as I was editing that I had left out a few extra things that we were going to be doing this summer. I plan to sign my younger two daughters up for swim lessons at a local high school. The swim team there does the lessons, and it's great lessons. We did that last year. We also like to have like some of our friends, like parents, have a pool, and so they have us over pretty much once a week. So we always look forward to going over there and swimming at their pool since we don't have one. It's nice to be able to go somewhere and cool off in the summer. So that is another thing that we are just planning to do this summer to enjoy it. Pretty much our plan. We will likely finish our botany unit by the end of school year. We might still be doing our Titanic unit because we've kind of gone slow through that. I don't know if I will do the government through the summer or not. We might work on it here and there, and probably still our Bible, which is Grapevine Studies. But that is pretty much, I just want it to be low-key. I'm gonna need time to organize and figure out scheduling and everything else. And I know that they need a break from school, but I also know that if we don't do some sort of school or some schedule, then we might have chaos at our house and like craziness. So it's just nice to have some sort of something to do during our free days that we will have. So thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to check out Journey at Home and also the playlist down below. Have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.